Hey, hey, hey. Welcome back to Virgo Channel. My name is Laura. I'm going to do a general message for Virgo. Know that energy is fluid. Roles could be reversed. Always interpret the message as it best resonates with you. If you're new to the channel, know I like to look at everything. So we definitely look at not just what happens on the surface. We do look at the spiritual blocks, the shadows, see how they play out as karmic themes within your experience. If there's anything you want to know about the channel or relevant to any subscription that I offer or anything of any importance, in relevance to the channel or anything, again, related to shadow work, you want to check out the subscription box below. Also, if you want to enter into winning a free reading with me, you need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and write the word of the video in your comment bar. Now, the word of the video is always the underlining energy that explains why everyone's doing what they're doing. Because a lot of times what you'll see is what people do and show you is not really what they truly feel, especially if you're dealing with a karmic mate, especially if you're dealing with someone that's wounded, or if you're wounded, you're not always going to show the aspects of yourself that show vulnerability that are going to, again, make you seem as you're emotionally intelligent, right? I mean, when people are spiritually blocked, they're hurt. They're more concerned about their own survival more than what's actually happening. And it's because they see everything through the distorted perception of the wound. It's almost like the wound casts a shadow, and that shadow covers the real essence of that person. So what happens is the person doesn't really know who they are, or they're perceiving who they are as defective, as not working, as something that is making them feel disempowered, making them feel as if they're not good enough. So the psyche creates a shadow, and that shadow winds up again being perceived as a persona. The persona obviously isn't the real self, so whatever manifests from that persona is never really going to last. And it's not going to last because everyone that is living behind the persona part of self, you have to create behaviorisms that are in alignment with that persona, which take you further away from actually being able to be vulnerable and actually enjoy the relationship. Instead, what's happening is like I said, people see the situation through the distortion of the wound, and the behaviorisms and the habits that come from the wound make it essentially impossible for a relationship to flourish that is not built on truth. So again, if you want to enter into winning a free reading with me, you have to, number one, like the videos, two, subscribe to the channel, and three, write the word of the video in your comment bar. All right, so let's see what the word of the video is going to be. Pride. Pride. See, it's so funny. It's like I feel like you're in separation from a person because, like, first of all, you do have pride, but it's a healthy type of pride. I mean, I feel like this person disrespected you. I feel this person misjudged you. I feel like they were deliberately going out of their way to make you feel a certain way. Again, almost like if they mistreated you and treated you less than, then you would fight with them. They were hoping that you would fight with them, trying to negotiate, try to like fight for your place within this person's life. They don't feel good about themselves now because they actually see that you see what they were doing. So there's a part of them that's like, I don't really want to go back and apologize because, again, of their pride. So they're not in a healthy place of pride. I feel like you are. So I feel like not that you're not disappointed in this person, but you're not devastated. There's a sense of really, this is what you're going to do. You're going to be deliberately wrong and then not hold, and then deliberately hold back, not want to talk about it, to make it as if I did something wrong, project as if I did something wrong in this because this person doesn't know how to deal with someone on your level. I feel like they tend to date people that they can manipulate. They tend to date people that don't really have an identity. So this person's identity really isn't built on truth. It's built on being like a Don Juan or a female like Fatale, like almost like someone that um acts like they don't have feelings, someone that acts cold, someone that is self-righteous when you met them. This is the type of energy that they have, and what they're seeing is that they misjudged you. You did not fight for your position in their life. So now it's almost like they know that they have to do something, but they don't really know what. They feel really stupid. And obviously, they have feelings. So there's a part of them that I do feel like they've been in separation with you for a while. And in the beginning, they tried to convince themselves that they didn't really care. And now they're in a place of realizing that they care, but also wanting to protect their pride. And I feel like for you, you're like, well, I have that healthy pride. I'm not going to come back to you and apologize to you or start talking to you and act as if you didn't do anything. Which the problem is that they didn't do anything. They deliberately went out of their way to do nothing, to try to make you feel a certain way, to play games, I feel like even for some of you, they even blocked you. Like if you were friends with them on Facebook, they blocked you. They expected to get some sort of reaction from you, and the fact that you didn't is almost like I almost feel like this person feels as if they got punched in the stomach. Like I feel like there's a lot of different feelings and emotions. So we're going to look at their hidden truths because this is just what I'm picking up from the word pride. I left when I saw you with someone. So I don't even feel like for all of you that you were dating, I think that if they left when they saw that you weren't going to run after them, I feel like for some of you, you guys lost yourself in your relationships with friends or threw yourself into business. And again, that connects you to people that are like-minded. So feel as if this person could feel that you didn't care, and then when they looked, they saw that you were like being entertained. They didn't really know who was entertaining you, but there was a sense like you took your power back. Like you were like, I don't care if this is the game that you're going to play, is I have other things to do. This person is actually used to creating this drama and then having the person that they like played with go out and meet someone else and rub it in their face where they're like, I don't care because I know you like me. That's not what happened. You threw yourself into your life and you became someone else. And this person is almost like, what the fuck? Like, like I never dealt with somebody that did that. So they were almost like not prepared to like deal with it. I hid who I really am from you. This person didn't let you get close to them purposely because they don't feel good about themselves. And I kind of felt that energy before this reading. Again, whenever I'm called to channel something ahead of the reading, it's mainly because Spirit's saying is like the big shadow here is this person doesn't like who they are. And because they don't like who they are, they live from the persona part of themselves. And that's why, again, they left when they saw you with someone else, but that someone else could be anybody. It could be like even a friend that they know is a friend. It's almost like you're not running after me, so you're probably talking about me. You're probably laughing at me. And I feel like this person tends to like sabotage themselves continually. And the thing is, when they have feelings, this person doesn't believe that they're deserving of love because they don't like who they are. So they don't really let anyone in on an intimate level. And then they try to live from this persona. And then when a person actually stands up against them, which I don't feel like is a lot, I don't feel like this person has run into your type of energy before. If someone did it to them, they didn't really like that person. The issue is this person has feelings for you. they were hoping that you didn't know your worth. They were hoping that they would be able to breadcrumb you and that you would give more. And the fact that you didn't, and then they tried to manipulate it and take it to actually get underneath your skin by blocking you, by playing games. And then meanwhile, they're so insecure. They're any person that you're with or giving time to, this person's like, paranoid. Paranoid that you're talking about them because they know that the behavior that they do is not right, even though I don't really feel like you guys are talking. And so what it really comes down to is that they regret lying about who they are. They regret like not being a friend to you. I feel like this person didn't like give you the time. So they didn't really perceive you like from your true self. And now what they see is that you actually do have a lot of respect for yourself, and you don't put up with that you're someone that's very, very sweet and soft and giving and loving, but you're also one person that doesn't take any shit. And this person knows that they deserve shit. See, and this is the predicament that they're in because I feel like all the behavior that they did was when they, didn't take the time to get to know you. So they, like, again, kind of treated you as if you were disposable. But all this time, they've been like watching you, manipulating you, trying to get a reaction from you. They don't realize the whole time the focus is on you. Their feelings have grown. So now they're like, if I'm going to come back, the whole point of why I'm prideful to begin with is to make myself feel strong. Now, if I come back after all this time, it means that I've been thinking about it this whole time. And they feel that that makes them feel weak. That makes them feel vulnerable. So it's like what they were trying to portray, obviously, like you see the contradiction there. You can see, like, you're not that person. And the person's like, yeah, I hid who I really am from you. It's like, because I don't feel comfortable with myself. I feel you leaving me behind. So it's again, so what's happening now is that this person is getting more and more and more anxiety because I feel like they held back for a long time. There was a part of them that was like, I'll get over it. First, I'll get over it. And then when they saw that they couldn't get over it, they were like, well, I'll manipulate you to do something. So maybe I'll, block you. Maybe I'll talk to other people and not talk to everyone else, but I won't talk to you. I'll deliberately ignore you. I'll deliberately act like I don't really care about you. And that didn't work. And so all this time has gone by with them playing games and they haven't gotten a reaction out of you. And so now they have anxiety because there's so much time that's gone by with them playing games and they're focused on you that they're becoming like almost like obsessed. Like almost like they have to like almost look at this relationship as like a competition. Like, oh, you're holding back because most people don't push it for this long. And it's almost like because you're standing your ground, it's making this person really angry. That's the energy there because it's really anxiety that's underneath it because they feel you leaving them behind. However, there's also a sense like they know that you're like serious this time, like you're like, I don't fucking need this. My life is going to change, and when it changes, for whatever, maybe you're again going to change your job, maybe you're going to move, maybe that it's the end of something, but what this person sees that things are changing in your life. And so when they change fully, that you're not going to be sticking around for this, that this person plays so many games, and this is what they're actually being forced to look at. Like you played all these stupid games instead of actually building intimacy, instead of actually like building a strong foundation relationship. This person refused to do it, which is all you were asking for the whole time. They fought it the whole time, and now they want it after they kind of sabotaged it. it's like I need to move slowly with this, but trust that I am moving even when it seems that I'm not. So it's again, this person is like, they strategize. They refuse to let their heart guide them. So, and we always have to like, someone asked me to just focus on the wounds. And that's kind of hard to do when you need to look at and see what the story is when the story plays out. And in this particular story, like I said, it's like to be connected to someone that deliberately sabotages the connection, but then when you move on, they want to come into your life is triggering. And there has to be a spiritual, um, some sort of spiritual knowledge that you have to pull from this type of experience. Without the actual experience, we don't see the triggers. And then we don't see the behaviorisms that come from these triggers. Like with this person, whoever this story is for, Virgo, this person continually gets in their own way. It's like their first reaction to like everything is to like literally react in a relationship when they have feelings. I feel like this person continually gets in their own way. So it's like even the moving slowly, it's like they have to contemplate on everything. Then they have to overthink it. And then they overthink it to the point that they talk themselves out of doing. They get in their own way. You have a lot of spiritual blocks around relationships, which is why I think that they became so prideful to begin with. Like meaning like it's my way or the highway. And it's like I'm not never gonna apologize. I'm never gonna show weakness. I'm never gonna show emotional vulnerability. And that's why this person's relationships look the way they do. And that's why they overthink because they never tap in to those emotions. I'm accessing past life wisdom. It's helping me understand things with a new perspective. So this person feels very spiritually connected to you. So where they have tried to walk away, they have tried to like distinguish the relationship. This person doesn't want to really change. They're being forced to change because they can't really get move on is what I'm seeing here. And so they have a lot of deja vus with you. They have a lot of synchronicities. They'll be in the car, they hear certain songs that remind them of you. There might have been a certain fragrance in the air. They tend to feel like they smell that. They think that they see you everywhere where they go. It's like this person has you on their brain all the time because there is a spiritual connection. We have to understand the person like had feelings, but they could also be like, I don't want to be in a relationship. That's how this person was. I don't want to be in a relationship. That's why I'm going to give you less. If you give me more, great. We'll hook up, we'll have a good time, but that's all that it's going to be. This person like dealt with you like that. Now they feel sorry because they normally get what they want. You didn't give them what you want they wanted. You were like, bye, peace out. And so, like again, healthy pride, they aren't used to that because who the hell is going to put up with a person that treats someone like that? Nobody. Only people that don't know their worth, only people that don't like who they are, looking for your person. So I feel like your person tends to be flashy and again live from that persona. So we have to say, okay, like, why would you pull this person into your life? Because I think that is again frustrating that they're coming into your life like as soon as you're like, hey, I don't really want this. You're a mirror of who and what comes into your life. So we get people come to us that that we need, right? They create awareness for us, awareness on stuff that we wouldn't know. So we get what we need, not really what we want. And that means that what comes into our life is for sure going to trigger us, especially if there's like this chemistry and this past life connection. So again, inner authority, listening to yourself. Not all the time are our shadows wounds. Sometimes they're gifts. I feel like you're someone that like wasn't guided. You didn't have support by parents. You always had to rely on that inner authority. So you kind of have very rigid boundaries to begin with. And I feel like in this situation that actually helped you not to like have good discernment with this person, which this person's not used to. They don't like people that, create boundaries. They don't like people that are going to like express what they do. They like people that it's going to be easy, fun, no commitment, here for a good time, not for a long time type of energy. And that's not who you were. Frustration. So again, trying to make something work that doesn't work. So if you grew up in an environment where, people, you felt like the people that were in your family, they were just committed to not understanding you. It's frustrating. It's frustrating to deal with someone on a completely different level. Now, we're taught to love our parents unconditionally, and we all have this idea of what we perceive that that is. And I think the majority tends to overgive, overdo, over over everything to family members that are abusive, that can't really show up. And so it doesn't mean that we shouldn't love those family members. We should love those family members unconditionally. However, we need to love ourselves more. And that means set appropriate boundaries. I feel like you grew up in an environment where you didn't really have control over that because maybe a parent was so overbearing. And so on some level, we feel like responsible for that parent, or we feel as if we're supposed to fix the situation. And so there's a sense of it not just going smooth. When we're just always frustrated, it's because our life isn't working, and our life normally isn't working if we are in balance. I feel like you grew up in an environment that was in balance. So life was difficult because you inherited that trauma for a long time that was apparent, which is why you do have a good intuition, because that's actually God's gift to us when we are born into families that are imbalanced. We become more sensitive. It's like our intuition is stronger because it's a survival mechanism, and that support could just be emotionally not being supported. So again, it's frustrating when we're always giving and we're not getting what we need. So we have to learn how to fend for ourselves at a very young age. We have to become the parent. So I feel like this connection is like, it wasn't working. It wasn't working. You saw that right away. It's like you laid the boundary. Misunderstood. Like this person was committed, committed to having you not really understand them. It's like, meaning they didn't really want to change. It's like, and so, when you're feeling as if you're misunderstood, but you know what you're saying, again, your inner authority is like, I know I'm being clear. Like you had to use your intuition because this person was like gaslighting. They were like, no, you're not really seeing what you're seeing. You're not really doing what you're doing, but you're like, but I know because I'm feeling frustrated all the time. I'm getting angry all the time. It's like, I know when things are imbalanced, and they were imbalanced because this person, like I said, never came in and gave. Not really. And then when it came time for them to, even now, where they could, they're kind of like, I don't really want to do that. So, like I said, I feel like it was partially that. I want to just channel and see what this person is going to do, if they're going to do anything, or what you can expect. So, yeah, this person still has passion, right? It's like, and the passion is really the catalyst for change. So I feel like unexpectedly, this person is going to pop up. They don't even really know when they're gonna pop up. I feel like they're just out of the blue going to unexpectedly pop up because it's like they're trying to express the way that they feel, and what they're seeing is that they can't. So I feel what's actually happening now, if anything, is that this person is tapping into, this energy of inner authority, and they're really frustrated with themselves. And they are starting to understand why they're even seen as misunderstood, because I think that this person never really looked at their behavior before. And it's like they feel like, again, that it's like the end of this connection, and they don't really want to, because they have a lot of grief about it. They have a lot of grief about it, again, of the ending of it. So I feel like they've had time, but the whole time they were playing games. So I think, again, this person is gonna like show up back into your life because emotionally they can't move forward. That's what it's pretty much showing right now. Again, yes. See, I just got confirmation. Confirmant, I don't know if that's a word, but it was just confirmed that this person is going to show up back into your life, whether you want them to or not. And it's going to be too late. It's not, I mean, like, if you like don't want to be with this person, it's going to be too late, because I feel like the only way you would take this person back is that fact that you truly feel like this is your person. That's the only way, because I feel like they held back, they played games. Now it's almost like too late. It's like their pride is what prevents them from moving forward. They overthink the situation. They don't say, let me fix what has transpired. No, instead they're like, let me manipulate more, whether it's let me not do anything, let me do too much, let me do the wrong things. And they wasted so much time. So now it's like, oh, like, but you don't really understand. It's like, no, you are coming across as if you're like crazy because you don't want to seem vulnerable. You don't want to really like lay down the commitment that you know that I'm deserving of. And I also won't take anything less. You want to dance around it, and in that still hold on to me, and still like, and what they're seeing is you're done with the bullshit. You're done with the bullshit. So for those of you that want to be with this person, I always ask Spirit, what is the energy that we could pull into this situation? And that is elevation. I free myself from fear and trust the universe. I direct my thoughts to the beauty inside and around me. I use my spiritual strength and knowledge to create light, and I rise above all doubt. So it's almost like if you're going to deal with this person, it's like you have to, again, make sure that your energy is like high, meaning that emotionally you're getting enough from outside resources. Because I don't think that this person's emotionally intelligent. I'm not going to lie. I'm not saying they don't bring other things to the table. What I'm saying is, it's like if you're expecting this person to automatically become emotionally intelligent. No, what they're going to do is they're going to lay down their ego a little bit, but they don't really know how to do that. There's almost like a sense that they need to be taught. And so you would, again, need to deal with them like very gently, because again, I feel like they have a big ego with their pride. So elevating is, looking at the situation through like a spiritual perspective with unconditional love, by bringing intuition into it, by bringing, again, those higher energies, like you do care about this person, and that, so you would again have to like use certain wording, because again, I think if you say certain things a certain way, this person's going to get triggered again because of their wounding. So that they're coming back. Yes. Do they have feelings for you? Yes. But it's almost like um You know, like you'd have to focus on the other happy things in your life. Again, this is saying it because this person is not good in relationships. So, and you might be like, if I got to do all that, why would I want to do it? Because you really believe that it's a spiritual union. It's like a lot of times happiness is a choice. You know, being with your soulmate, a twin flame, past life karmic mate, it's a choice. It doesn't mean it's an easy connection. It's not. It's like what you have gratitude for the relationship because it's all about returning back to your heart, right? It's all so if you're getting someone that's fighting you like that, it means that you also have blocks within your heart chakra. So spirit has brought this person into your life to show you again because no one should be able to trigger you in that way. So you have to elevate your consciousness to a place of unconditional love by realizing that this person does love you, but they're not going to be able to show you through the most emotionally intelligent ways. You need to teach this person that's not going to be their strength. And they will bring other things to the table. And can you do it? Yes, as long as you, again, are taking care of yourself. I'm going to leave that there, Virgo. You let me know whether you resonated with this. And if you did, give me a like. Don't forget to comment the word in your comment bar. Again, I don't remember what that word was, but I will find it when I, again, go back and do it and post it in the comment bar. I mean, the description box. All right, guys, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.